Good morning, students. Today we will start your lesson number 7 from the window. This is a continuation of your previous chapter, that is Omana's journey. I hope you remember the story. It was about two girls who were planning to travel on a train, but one could not because of some accident, and the other girl promised to write on her diary of everything that she see on her way. So this chapter is the continuation from that chapter. She was telling what was happening all throughout her journey, and then she was writing down on her diary. And then she started here with saying, "It is morning now. Last night I went to sleep early. It was too dark to see anything outside. When the train stopped early this morning, I woke up. It was mat gown that was written on the board at the platform. Appa said that we were going through the state of Goa. She said that they were crossing the state of Goa." And she continued saying that we got off at the station and had some hot tea and filled our water bottles. The train started again. I find it difficult to describe the scenes outside. It is so beautiful. It is green everywhere, fields with red soil, green crops, and hill covered with trees. She was describing everything that she could see from her window, and then she was telling how happy she is to see all those beautiful sceneries outside the window. She also said, "Sometimes I can see small ponds and far away behind the hills more water. I can't make out if it's a river or the sea. The air is cooler and not so dry as in Ahmedabad." The train passed a level crossing. People are waiting on both the sides of the crossing for the train to pass. There are buses full of people, cars, trucks, auto rickshaws, cycles, motorcycles, scooters, and even tongas and bullock carts with people and goods in them. Some people do not switch off the engines of their vehicle even while waiting. There is a lot of smoke and noise. I see some people going under the bars of the level crossing. How dangerous this is. At times our train crosses another train, Unni and I tried to count the carriage in one such train, but both the trains were going so fast. We always got confused. 17 May. Later, I was sitting near the window with my eyes closed. Suddenly the sound of the moving train changed. Khut khut khut. I opened my eyes. Guess what I saw? Our train was crossing a very big river on a very long bridge. As it was crossing the bridge, it sounded very different. The wheels rattled as there was no ground, only the tracks and the water down below. When I first looked down, I felt giddy. It was really quite scary. The river down below was full of water and had some boat. I could also see some fishermen. On the bank, I waved at them, but I did not know if they could see me. Alongside our bridge, there was another bridge for buses and cars. This was built differently from ours. I think going over our bridge will be very adventurous. Students, if you have traveled on a train, you would understand everything that Omanas is trying to explain throughout her journey. But if you have not traveled, then you might find it a bit difficult to understand. But one example is that when you stand on a high place and look down, you feel giddy, right? She was trying to say that when she looked out from her window and looked down, she was feeling very giddy, and then she could see some fishermen fishing down the sea under the bridge. The last few hours have been so exciting. After breakfast, I climbed on to the upper berth to read my comics. It was bright and sunny outside. Suddenly, everything became dark. It also felt a little cold inside. I was afraid. Then the lights in the train came on, but outside it was very dark. Somebody said, "We have entered a tunnel. This goes right through the mountain." The tunnel seemed to go on, and then, just as suddenly, we were in daylight again. Outside it was sunny, bright and green. The train had crossed the tunnel. Appa explained that we were on the other side of the mountain. Since then, we have passed through 4 smaller tunnels. Now I am enjoying going through the tunnels. Now it is afternoon. For lunch we had idli vada that we brought from Udupi station. We also brought some bananas. These were very small and very tasty. The scenes outside has changed again. Now we can see many coconut trees and green fields everywhere. Amma said that these are paddy fields. The houses and villages look very different. People's clothes are also different from what we see in Ahmedabad. She was trying to say that she was crossing from one village to another village, from one state to another state. So people living in Arunachal is different from people living in other state, right? So it's the same thing for the state she was crossing. Even in India, the way we dress is different from the people outside India, how they dress, right? For Indian, we wear saris, but outside India, they don't wear sari. Likewise, even the people in India itself, they wear different dresses, they talk different language. Why? Because our culture differ from one another. And then Omana was experiencing all these things only from her train window. Now it's night. We have also started packing up. The train will reach Kottayam in about 3 hours. That is where we have to get off. Tonight we will go to Valiyamma's house. Tomorrow we will take the bus that will take us to Amuma's village. We all are quite tired. After all, we have been on the train for 2 days. What a long journey it has been. We had a lot of fun. I will put my diary away now. I will write again after we reach Amuma's house. Finally, Omanas, they are about to reach their destination, and then she said she's very tired because they have been traveling on the train for 2 continuous days, and she said that she will continue writing on her diary about her adventure journey after she reached her destination. So there is another part of this story. We will continue in our next class. For today, this will be all. Thank you.